Hello students, class 12th English, textbook Flamingo, poem 2, an elementary school classroom in a slum. My introduction, I'm Sushma Sharma. I have 33 years teaching experience as an English teacher. I graduated from LSR, Delhi University, and PG in English Economics and MIT. What is included in this video about poet, vocabulary enrichment, and explanation in Hindi line to line during lecture, explanation in English line to line during lecture, poetic devices, summary of the poem, and question answers of the textbook can be noted down from description. Introduction of the poet. Stephen Spandler was an English poet and essayist. In an elementary classroom in a slum, he has concentrated on theme of social injustice and class inequalities. The poet picturizes the condition of the slum children. स्टीफन स्पैंडर जो है वो इंग्लिश के कवि हैं, उसके साथ साथ वो एक एसेइस्ट भी हैं, वो एक निबंध लिखने वाले भी हैं और एलिमेंट्री स्कूल क्लासरूम इन स्लम गंदी बस्ती में के स्कूल में एक क्लासरूम को प्राथमिक कक्षा कक्ष को उन्होंने दर्शाया है. ही हैज कंसंट्रेटेड, उन्होंने इस बात पर बहुत ज्यादा जोर दिया है कि जो मुख्य इस कविता का थीम है कि सोशल इनजस्टिस, सामाजिक जो अन्याय है, एंड क्लास इनइक्वालिटीज, और जो वर्ग विभेद है उसके ऊपर ये पोएम है. द पोएट पिक्चराइजेस द कंडीशन ऑफ द स्लम चिल्ड्रन, और जो पोएट हैं वो चित्रित करते हैं हमको स्लम चिल्ड्रन के बारे में. Now, English explanation of the poem, an elementary school classroom in slum explanation in English. Far, far away from gusty waves, these children's faces. The poet takes us to the classroom of a slum and he shows us what is the condition of the students. So let's see. Far, far away from gusty waves, these children faces. The faces of the children, those who are in slum classroom, they are away from any kind of energy. They are not getting the normal life like rootless weeds. The poet has compared these children's faces like rootless weeds. Weeds means useless plants. So these children's faces are not full of energy and they are pale. So it has been compared. Faces have been compared with rootless, uprooted weeds. These weeds are not useful plants. Similarly, the poet shows that society thinks these children are useless for the society. The hair torn round their pallor. They do not come properly in a school in proper manner. Their hair are scattered all around their faces. The tall girl with her weighed down head. Now the poet shows a particular girl who is sitting in the classroom. She is very tall, might be very aged in comparison of the other children. Her weighed down head. She might be ashamed, she might be ashamed, or she might be in depression. That's why she is sitting in position of bended head. The paper seeming boy. Now the poet tells about a boy who is very paper seeming means very thin and weak. A boy who is very weak and he seems like a paper with rat's eyes. His eyes are bulging and it appears that he is suffering from eye disease. Now the poet gives example of another boy, the stunted, unlucky hire of twisted bones. Now he shows that another boy who is abnormal in growth and unlucky, very unfortunate that he is inheritance achieved the twisted bones, disordered bones. He has some bone disease, reciting a father's gnarled disease. His lesson from his desk. This boy is taking his lesson from the desk, and he has twisted bones, disordered bones, and he is reciting a father's gnarled disease, and he declares, it appears that this boy has taken inheritance the disease of this bones from his father. At back of the dim class, now the poet, after the showing few children, now the poet shows that the condition of the class, the back of the dim class, the class has a very insufficient light, so there is no proper light. One unnoted means unnoticed, sweet young boy. Another boy who is sitting in the class, very sweet and young. His eyes live in a dream. His dream means fantasy. His eyes are looking something else, or he's completely lost in some fantasy of squirrel's game in tree room. Other than this, he is who is healthy, but he is mentally not um, ready to take the lesson, or he's lost in some dreams. And squirrel's game is looking at the outside of the class, discarded from the studies, and looking at the tree hole, um, hollow place where the squirrel is there, and this child is distracted from the his studies. Now, paragraph number 2. Now the poet, now he shows in the paragraph 2, he shows the condition of the classroom, which type of classrooms are there. Now he takes us to a classroom of slum on sour cream walls. The walls are not painted with bright color, they are painted with sour cream of white color. So color has its psychological effect on children. Warm colors like red and other warm colors evoke the children's happiness. But this kind of color, which is off white, it has negative impact. It does not attract the children towards it. Donation things Shakespeare's had. Now the things which are decorated in the room, they are gifted by someone, or the picture is here of a Shakespeare hat. Cloudless at dawn, civilized Rome riding all cities. Another picture shows that these kinds of civilized institutions which have cloudless at dawn, which shows that they are situated in the place where the sky is very clear and without any pollution, at dawn, early scene of the early morning, and riding all cities. These kinds of institutions are being in progress in all the cities. This is shown in the picture. Belled, flowery, Tyrolese Valley. And this picture also shows these kinds of institutions are situated around the music of nature and surrounded with flowers. Open-handed map awarding the word its world. Now the poet has shown that these schools which are shown in picture are having all the facilities, and they are in surrounding of natural beauty. Open-handed map. Now open-handed maps means the world of these elite class which have all the facilities and opportunities, they are given in abundance, in too much form to their own class. They have given all the facilities, they have provided all the facilities to elite class only, awarding the world its worth. The people, those who are making the plans, those who are giving these facilities and opportunities, they are giving this world its worth. They are giving this to only these people are from elite class, and they are giving these all facilities to elite class. So poet has shown the class discrimination in the society and social injustice. And yet, for these children, these windows, not this map. And yet, for these children, means now the poet says these children means these children, those who are poor. These windows, these outlets are not for them. They cannot move on this passage which leads them to high is elite class world. Their world, their all futures painted with fog. The children, those who belong from poor class, their world has no facilities, no opportunities, where all their future is completely dark, painted with a fog. Fog symbolizes uncertainty. They have no certain future. They do not know anything about their future. What will they become after some time? A narrow, congested street sealed with a lid. The people, the children, those who live, they live in narrow, crowded, congested streets means lanes sealed in with lead gray sky. These schools, which are situated in narrow lanes, in congested lanes, and sealed, they are completely choked with poisonous smokes. They are black with gray and blue color. They are having poisonous gases, they which have covered all the sky. Far, far from riverscapes. These schools are their living places. Both things are away from, far, far, very away from the rivers, from natural surroundings, and caves from highlands, and stars of words. Here, stars of words symbolizes facts and information. So these children whose future is very much in dark, they are away from facts and information. Now, paragraph number 3. Surely Shakespeare is a wicked, the map a bad example. Now the class has been decorated with the things which are donated by the people. So here is a picture of Shakespeare's head, which is there in the classroom. The poet says it is a wicked. Wicked means not good. It is not good for the children. Why? Because Shakespeare is a poet of love and nature. So these poor children have nothing to do with love and nature, because these things are very um, away from these children. And the map, a bad example. And the map means the world which shows the elite class institutions. It also a bad example for them, because they are away from their reach with ships and sun. Now, ship symbolizes the man's made luxuries, and sun symbolizes the God gifted gifts. So these children are away from the luxuries which are for elite class and God gifted things and nature. They, even the God has given this nature for everyone, but they are away from this God's gift and love tempting. Or while they see the elite class with these facilities and with these things, with these gifts, they love it, they like it, and tempting, they get attracted towards these luxuries and gifts, and they try to steal them. For lives that slyly turn in their cramped holes. Their lives are very miserable, that slyly, that secretly moves towards the narrow lanes from fog to endless night, where their life is like a fog. Fog means confusion. The life of these children is full of confusion. There is no certainty of their life to endless night, and it ends to in complete darkness, never ending miseries. And on their slag heap, these children live on slag heaps. Slag heaps means area of mine and industrial site. These make their hutments generally at these sites. These children wear skin peeped through by bones. Now the poet shows very miserable picture of these children. They wear skin peeped through bones. They are very skinny. Skinny means very weak, or they are very weak and thin, so their bones are very easily visible through their skins. and spectacles of steel with bended glass. These children use discarded things by the people of elite class. So they wear the spectacles of steel with bended glass, with repaired glasses. Now this picture of children appears to the poet like bottle bits on stones. It appears to the poet that some statues have been fitted with the pieces of glass. This kind of appearance is there of these children. All their time and space, their all time and their space area, everything is foggy, not certain. Slum. In slums, these children, those who are living in slum, they are completely, their time and space is blocked. Place of inhabited. Slum is the place where these poor children live. So blot their maps with slums as big as dome. So the poet says that blot means take up their maps. Now make them free from these barriers and bondages, and with slums, or with slums as big as dome, because they are as big as hell, so they can never come out from them. So this is our duty. Now the poet is very sad. In the last paragraph, fourth paragraph, the poet makes a request to the higher authorities. Unless governor, inspector, visitor, unless means till then, governor, higher authorities, governor, highest authority, inspector, the law protector, and visitor means here the inspect, the people, those who come for inspect the schools, higher authorities. These are all higher authorities. They have to take collective step. Collectively, they have to come forward to help these children. This map becomes their window. They have to um, give them the opportunity. This map means this world becomes their window. Now they have to provide them with the opportunities and facilities. So from these windows, windows means these outlets may be made easy for these children, so they can avail the opportunities. And these windows, these outlets will be provided to them to make their future that shut upon their lives. These windows are having no further um, advancement for these children. So that shut upon their lives. They are completely closed. So their lives like catacombs, their lives are similar to the graves where dead bodies are buried. Very miserable presentation. Break, oh break, open till they break the town. Now the poet makes requests to these authorities collectively, break these barriers, break these bondages, open till, and open till they break, open, make them, let them use these opportunities and facilities till they break the town. Otherwise they will become revolting, and they will, in aggression, break the town. They will become aggressive and snatch away all the facilities from the elite class and show the children the green fields. We have to provide them with all the opportunities and make their world run azure on gold sand. Gold sand is your presents that deserted place. It should be, their world should be blue sky, means let them uh, reach to the highest, let them reach to the sky and make them their word, and let their tongues run it into books, and let them allow to speak freely and use their books. Allow them for higher education. The white and green leaves, the white means the book, let them provide the higher education, let them provide all the facilities for education. Green leaves means give them all the natural gifts which are given by the god. They should also, they should be able to enjoy them also. Open history, theirs whose language is the sun. Or if we will provide them opportunities and these outlets to the elite class world, so these children are having warmth, and they have the warmth and strength, they have the Warmth means they have the stamina for build something new, and they will make the new history if they will be provided with all the facilities and opportunities like elite class. Now let us see the poetic devices. Simile, children faces like rootless weeds. Like is here used to describe the simile. Wherever when we compare the two things with word like, it is an example of simile. Metaphor, paper seeming boy. When something is not something, when something is another thing, that is called metaphor. Paper seeming boy. Next, language in the sun, stars of words. These are few examples of metaphor. Symbol. The sun is here, symbolizes life, energy, positivity, confidence, knowledge. And fog here symbolizes uncertainty. Contrasting images, a narrow street sealed with a lead sky, far, far away from rivers, capes, and stars of words. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Summary of the poem in YouTube description. Question and answers are also of the textbook are also given in YouTube description. Thank you. Bye bye.